leather gloves, we're slapping in hams, popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands, pink cotton candy, love on a stick, who's chasing the beer, the circle the lips, play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
And here we are at Laughter Saves Lives live. Right here in downtown Massapequa.
Yes.
My name, everybody knows me. I'm on every week with John.
Well, you're kind of on every week.
Yes. Rich Walker.
And I'm Roseanne Sorrentino.
Yes. And we are
go ahead.
Co-hosting with John LaRocchi, who's not here. He has a family emergency in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And we are brought to you by the law firm of Barasch and McGarry, the lawyers for the 9/11 community.
Thank you, Michael Barasch. And we have an exciting show.
Yes.
Probably because John's not on it.
We have an international show.
It is. Isn't that amazing?
I know. It's very good.
We have two special guests from Germany.
Oh.
Yeah. They are exchange junior firefighters. Fire what? Fire advisors. Oh, that's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So we have a lot going on. We also have very funny. We have Danny Calabrese is on today's show, and Claudia Bonavita, and so we just have to talk. You had some exciting news, I see.
I did.
Extremely visible right away.
Extremely.
But I mean, that's on a good note.
Well, I haven't been able to wear makeup for 2 weeks, and if anybody knows anything about me, I'm all about the makeup.
Yeah, I know.
All the time
from your company,
and I've had to wear glasses for a week and going in 2 weeks, but I had my eyelids lifted.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Well, so I had the hooded eyes, and now they're up there.
What about me? Like,
you're definitely a candidate.
I am, right?
Yeah, you're almost blind.
I am.
It's almost like a shade over your eyes.
It is. I draw.
It's not a hood. It's a shade.
You never you feel like some days you have a film on your eye.
Yeah.
Like this,
no, it's your
and
eyelid.
I go like this, and I'm like, I could see
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And people in other cars are like, why aren't you driving the steering wheel?
Well, I have to tell you, the doctor who did this surgery was absolutely, hands down, the best.
Where's he located? What town?
Well, he does the surgery right in Brentwood.
Oh.
At the surgery center. But the thing with him is I've seen people who've had their eyes done and they've sent me pictures and they're all bruised and swollen and beat up. I had none of that.
Yeah.
None of it. This is only 1 week. I should be looking like whatever. I mean,
I want it. Insurance pay for this?
Insurance paid for it, baby.
Wow.
I'm telling you. If it's free, it's for me.
I actually go tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
To Brentwood. It's not Marcus, is it?
No, no, don't go to him for this. Go to the other guy.
No. Well, my guy's an ophthalmologist.
Yeah, no, you want to go to this guy
for
any sort of surgery. He's an artiste.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to put makeup on again. It's Johnny Plug time.
Right there. Yes. Hello, Patrick. Welcome back. He's the old faithful on this show.
Yes.
So what else you want to talk about? What do you have? What went on? What else went on with this? Were you able to do what you could? You did everything you normally did?
I did everything except I couldn't go to the gym, but I did everything I normally do.
Yes.
I went out to dinner. I did all this stuff.
Judy's
left the building. I went out to dinner. Nobody noticed. No, I was so self-conscious because I still had stitches up until today.
Really?
And I thought, oh, everybody's going to look at me like I'm weird or whatever. Nobody said a word. And I was like, nobody noticed. Nobody's going to know. They didn't know.
It's amazing.
It was.
Now, you had something else tightened? Oh,
no. That was it. Easy, Walker. Take it easy.
So anyway, it's so funny. If anybody could see, we had mass.
You can get something fattened like a lip.
We had mass confusion before the show because John actually is waiting to talk to us.
He is. And, he's in Pennsylvania.
Yes. And he still wants to come on the show.
He does. He's dedicated.
Yes.
He's dedicated.
So what happened to me this week? Nothing. I had a small little. I live in a condo and I had a small little fire in the wall.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's scary.
In December, and then the condo people. Who's that?
Ann. Hi, Ann.
Oh, hi, Ann. There she is. Ah, there. Now I can read it. Ann Rothner. Yes.
Good to see you, Ann.
Oh, hello. How are you? Okay. So we call up the condo association. They go, no, we're going to fix it. Today we get a $2,900 bill. Is that like crazy?
Well, you own it?
It services my unit, but I had a guy that was going to do it for $2,000.
Unit.
It's just crazy. Yes. Touche. Roseanne.
Well, maybe it was worth the $2,900.
So you also
I don't know.
Out of town at one of your expos? Did you?
No, I'm going to Massachusetts in March.
Oh.
We're going to Danvers, Massachusetts, where I will be meeting and greeting and signing autographs for those who desire them.
Are big fans of
Big
Annie,
fans of
the original,
Annie.
the movie.
Yes. So.
Now, will Carol Burnett be there?
No.
Oh.
No.
Andrew McArdle, she'll be there. Probably.
No.
Oh, she's not in the movie.
No.
She's Broadway.
No, it's going to be me and the girl played Molly.
Right.
That's us. We're like a little duo. We travel all around.
I see. I like it. So, now, how do you control the lines?
Well, we need to hire a guy because the lines are insane. No, honestly, a lot of times it's like being in a zoo. It's like being an animal behind the people walk by and they're like, they look at the poster, and they're like,
oh, I know the logo.
And then they go, hi. And we go, hi. And then they walk by.
And do they do this? Do they go, are you that?
Yeah.
Is that
you? No, I'm just sitting in front of her picture.
Well, that would be exciting for me. You know, I'm a big fan.
I know you are. You are.
I mean, a really big fan.
I know you are.
So it's good. So,
by the way, your fan club dues are due.
They do. Thank you. So, what do you say we bring on John? Because he knows how to keep this going. Unfortunately, I don't have a pickleball segment.
No, and I have given up on pickleball, pretty much.
Oh, here he is.
Hey, are you gonna do pickleball segment?
Well, neither of us played pickleball.
Yeah.
We had a rough time this week.
We could have Bridget come on and talk about how she wasn't in pickleball on Monday and let you down.
No, she was fine. But that's my fun! Look at this place. I can't believe I made it. My brother-in-law is having surgery, and I'm jerking around at Wawa here. He's in the hospital, and here I am. I had to sneak away to Wawa.
How did the surgery come out?
Surgery came out well.
Good.
Everything went well. You guys, did Roseanne get something done to her eyes? Today is my animal school for my granddaughter, and the letter P. Can the audience write down, guess, win a shirt? What animal starts with the letter P that they did today?
Yeah.
I know.
What's a fun animal for nursery kids, Richie?
A pigeon.
Porcupine.
Porcupine. What about a platypus?
Penguin.
Yeah, it was the big thing. Yeah, so we got our asses kicked in pickleball, 2-3. But here's the bad part. Roseanne's going to be upset with me. The last game we played these two young ladies in their 20s, and I said to my partner, they don't look that good. You know, they didn't look that athletic.
Judgerman.
And I know. And all of a sudden they were up 6-0. And they were laughing at me.
Wow. So
we beat them.
Off of a great weekend, you and I. We had a lot of
That was a fun weekend.
Right?
We put up the backdrop in front of the cross at a Catholic school. We almost went to hell.
Hours too.
It takes us about an hour to set up for the show because every time I put something up, Richie tells me it's wrong. Got to move it. Right?
Well, you have a new light. I mean, this is
big news, new spotlight.
Very exciting today. I feel like I should come more prepared.
Maybe
I'm walking around the gas station here.
Maybe it's the shirt.
Why? What's wrong with
You're usually in a brighter color. This is a more subdued color. I didn't say dreary. I said subdued.
I'm so sorry to our guests. They're probably sitting there going, I need to get in there quickly.
I bought you guys a present. I bought you guys a present at Wawa.
What are you going to get at Wawa?
I got to bring you guys back something. I got you a present.
All right.
Love presents.
2 hard-boiled eggs in plastic.
Oh, that's not.
You guys like those?
That's not going to keep.
It's going to keep. I'm going to sit on them all the way home.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Isn't that what the chicken does?
Yeah.
All right, John, this is extremely painful.
You're gonna be proud of me again. Remember, I want to be a big tipper now.
Yes.
Right. Tell me what you would do here, Rich. You went to the car wash, $30 or $25 for a complete full wash. I got the $5 discount because I said I was a firefighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I went outside and the guy was scrubbing my car. He was cleaning it. What kind of tip should I have given this guy?
$5.
Richie?
She just said $5. That sounds reasonable.
And you go, Johnny L took out his wallet, $10. Bada bing! Like that I went.
Wow.
And I even said, I took the 10 and I went like this. Bada bing! And the guy got scared. He goes, what are you bada binging for? I go, $10, buddy.
He goes, everybody.
And then I walked away. Then I walked away like this, See you later.
Like big spender.
John,
Yeah.
and then
Big
you find out you
spender.
had to tip the ones that dry the car on the other side. What do you do there?
I know.
John, you would hate Miami. You know what happened when I went to Miami?
Well, I like
What?
it.
They put a 20% service fee on your bill, right? And then the waiter comes and tells you about this 20% service fee.
No matter how many people?
No matter how many people, they put 20%, and not all of it goes to the server. And the
that's
server
crazy.
tells you that. So now you feel bad. So now you're already getting hit with 20%, and now you feel bad. You want to give them a little bit more.
But
It's really costs you like 35%.
But you know what, Rosie? You're on vacation. You don't care. You Rosie.
Oh, I didn't care. I was just like, it was raining out in Miami. I didn't care.
Do you know, when I was in 11th grade, I was room service at a Holiday Inn.
You want to
At
say
a Holiday Inn?
Room
Have
service.
room service?
delivered room service? You weren't the room service.
I was the room service. I delivered it and I would prepare the meal and bring it up. So, but I would get a tip, right? And it was always celebrities because it was the Westbury Music Fair.
Mhm.
That's where they used to put them up, and even Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons.
Oh.
But so I would bring it up. I get the tip, but on the receipt it said RSC was 20%.
Let's see.
They would ask what's RSC, and I said it's the room service charge. That was really a tip. So I would double the tip.
Oh, so you lied.
It's the kind of kid I was.
You got to make a few bucks.
That's all right. They can afford it.
Yes, they could.
Those
My
celebs.
birthday is this month, guys. My
What
birthday is this month.
Your birthday?
Yep, I'll be getting things, things that I do often. I'll be getting like emails and text messages for my birthday. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
I got $10 off on a colonoscopy
Good.
because I get so many of them.
So listen what John does today. He goes, he's got a new light, the spotlight for the shows. And I go, he goes, I need to get a bag for the spotlight. I like your bag that you got. I go, well, I ordered it already. Cat's out of the bag. I go, don't get one. So he goes to me, he goes, you have to tell me what it cost you. I go, John, I got it. He goes, no, I just wanted to see how nice you are.
I'm not paying for it. I just wanted to see how nice you are.
Yeah, he goes, I know that. I go, no, I got it. He goes, I know that. I just wanted to see how generous.
God.
All right, so what should I get you guys in Wawa? You want some of the chocolate covered almonds?
I
What
like
do you want?
the pretzel, the double pretzel.
Oh, chocolate covered raisins.
Double covered? What are they double covered with? What are they covered with?
You said double covered.
No, you said double covered. I said chocolate covered raisins.
No,
All right, I
said
get
the
you.
double
What do you
pretzel-
want, Richie?
Double pretzel with heavy salt.
All right. I'm gonna head back to the hotel.
Yes.
And
Thank you for chiming in.
it was great. It was a home run of a spot. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
We're starting to get comfortable here. We probably won't need you next week.
Wait, Richie, what did you want? She wanted chocolate covered raisins. What did you want?
John, we can't pick it up. And what am I going to do with your bag here that you left me with all these toys? Do I leave them here?
See, this sounds like a post-show conversation.
Yeah, you can leave them there.
Something we talk about after the show.
So does your whole show. I hear it over there.
My show sucks. This show has a fighting chance.
Can I ask one final question? One final question before I go.
Yes.
Roseanne, did you do something to your eyes?
You know I did.
Yeah.
I know. I'm kidding you. You look great.
Them.
Look great. All right, guys, enjoy the show.
Good. Thank you, John.
Love you.
Can I ask what they charge an insurance company? Or should we off the air?
I'll tell you off the air because we're going to go to a commercial, right?
Not yet.
We got 2 minutes. What?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you he did try to upsell me. So this is covered. But then he's like, but you're really a candidate for under the eyes, and they can lift the skin, and they could do a chemical peel, and da-da-da-da-da. And so I was like, oh, really? Okay, whatever. So I'm thinking, I've got a number in my head that I think it is, right? I'm thinking, if it's this number or less, I might go for it.
Right.
So the girl's telling me all about it. I go, how much? What do you think she told me?
10 grand.
7,600. Wow. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to have baggy eyes.
No, I wouldn't have touched anything. And did you, at that point, you should have sold them on your cosmetics.
Well, no, because I don't know about my cosmetics anymore because he told me my eyes.
It's damaging your skin.
We're like leather. He goes, the skin on your eyelids was so dry. I was like, you don't understand how much skincare. He goes, you might be using too much skincare.
Yeah.
So
now, what did he say about the one eye being a little bigger than the other?
It's not.
It's. Oh, oops.
You're so fresh.
No, it looks normal.
It's totally normal. He looked at me today and he said, you did so well. You don't even have to come back and see me anymore. You've graduated. Wow. So I graduated. And
Did he say how long this lasts for, the surgery?
It probably lasts between 10 and 15 years before I would start to notice anything again.
Very interesting.
And I'll be in 10 years, 57, 67. So I'd be in my 70s. So
you're not gonna be the old lady in the nursing home with the big droopy eyes.
No, I'll get that done again. I'll be surprised all the time. I don't care.
Yeah, because you don't want to sue.
No.
And speaking of suing, guess what? We are going to be right back. We're going to go to our sponsor, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
A word from Barasch and McGarry.
Yes.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualified.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
We're back.
No,
We're gonna do the intro. That's the intro.
she's learning.
Oh.
Just bring us in.
Hey,
we're back. Wow,
Laughter saves lives.
We had a little bit of technical difficulty. We're here with Danny Calabrese.
How we doing? Now, Danny Calabrese is a star on the rise.
Yeah.
And very funny comic in the business.
Do we say Calabrese or do we say Calabrese?
Calabrese.
Calabrese.
Cheese Calabrese.
Calabrese.
Nobody says that.
Cheesy
Nobody
Calabrese.
says that.
So he's very funny. He's doing a great job out there. So we worked together this weekend.
Yeah, I worked with you and John, which is great.
LaRocchia,
Yeah, John called me up and he was like, Dan, I got a thing for you, Dan. I need you to get over here right now. And I was like, okay, John.
Which is weird because Roseanne was open.
It was wide open.
Oh.
Wide open. I guess maybe because I don't have the what's with the grandpa sweater?
I'm aging it up a little bit.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's an Italian thing.
Well, I noticed.
It's an Italian thing. You know, I know a lot of Italian guys that wear this stuff.
Men are very into the cardigans. Men like the cardigan.
Look?
It's a new. It's
a look.
It's picking up.
Are women attracted to cardigans?
I mean, it works a little bit. I'm not
Good,
sure.
because my wife doesn't want anybody to be attracted to cardigans. I think that's why she keeps buying them.
Perfect.
Here, this one's in puce. Wear it.
Yeah, puce. That's what I want to wear more than anything. A puce cardigan.
Puce cardigan, yes.
That's amazing.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, and then the other thing that keeps
his
happening.
wife dresses him. He also has a Mounds candy bar shirt that he wears. It says Mounds.
That's a swing and a miss.
No one's coming. Well, the joke is actually Kyrie Karavis's, and she says I sent my husband out wearing a Tootsie
I don't know what
Roll
that was.
I have Tootsie Roll socks.
Listen, the other thing I wanted to say, I was sitting watching that I didn't notice how far your eyelids drooped until you pointed it out.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They're almost hitting the table right now. The TV is really kind.
Not if I'm like this.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like
then
half
it wrinkles.
a droopy
Then
dog
it wrinkles your forehead, and then that's not a good look.
Does anybody
either.
know what droopy dog is anymore? You think?
I know droopy dog.
I got a lot more things going wrong here. I got my hair with minoxidil. I need the eyelids done.
Yeah, I got this.
I used to have a big double chin. No more. Now it's just like turkey neck.
I got a cream for that.
Oh, I heard. But I don't want it to be like leather.
No, you're not going to be like leather. It'll be fine.
So, Danny, what was it like working with us? It looked like you were having fun. But...
Well, you know, and I got to say, the other time that we went out, they took me to this great dinner, this great place. I don't know if you guys know it. It's called TGI Fridays. And I have to tell you, this was the worst dinner.
Horrible.
I think we
How
have
are they even
ever
in business?
eaten in our entire lives.
Hold on. Wait. They took you to dinner?
At TGI Fridays, yeah.
Well, none of us wanted to spend the money in the restaurant we were working in. I mean, that's sad. We don't have all that residual money coming in.
And I have to tell you, that was food.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, there are a million
edible.
places to choose. You choose TGI Fridays. They're going out of business for a reason.
We all walked out and said, I wonder why this place is going out of business. It's so good.
Like, there wasn't even a manager. Like, isn't there a district manager that comes and checks the quality? There was like,
it was probably the worst chicken I've ever had in my entire life.
It probably wasn't even really chicken.
No, it definitely was
I
not.
could have cooked you a better meal.
So this weekend we did a church on a Sunday.
The church was interesting.
Yeah, I'm too dirty for a church.
But you know, it's always interesting doing, you know, comedy right in front of a full-size crucifix on the wall right behind you.
I don't need that kind of vibe.
That was a lot of fun. But yeah, it was. But Rich wouldn't stop.
He got us through, though, didn't he?
He did. I have to tell you. Yeah, so we had to keep it clean. But Rich was really concerned about the light, and then the new light had we were changing the colors in the middle of the set.
It's an LED light.
See this?
But this is great, powerful light. If the room is 10 feet by 10 feet,
this is what I deal with. You say,
yeah.
Poor John.
Jesus doesn't care about light.
Yeah.
Jesus cares about light. That's the whole thing.
Well, he doesn't care about. Actually, he makes his own light.
He makes his own light.
He comes down. He's like,
he emits.
You know,
how many watts?
It's funny because to be clean, I know clean, and there's always things on Facebook like new comedians, and I did it myself. I was like, what's clean comedy? Like, define clean comedy, and I still don't really have a. But all I know is when I when I work with and do shows for like Gigi's Playhouse.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of
I didn't hear about this.
Kids in the audience, and I have to be clean.
Yeah.
You got to be good. So it's like
you actually perform comedy?
I do a little comedy, I sing, and then I MC the evening.
Oh.
It's really very lovely.
Do they show the movie first so they know who you are?
No.
No.
It's really very lovely. I got asked back a second time.
I know that.
Wow.
Claudia says Annie. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But clean comedy is hard to do.
Clean comedy is hard to do. But I have to say that especially clean comedy in the basement of a church.
Very hard.
And then when they open with the prayer, it really is hard to get the crowd.
They could be watching.
Well, let me ask you, were the nuns like this?
No, there were no nuns.
No, there were no.
Oh, good. That's good.
No, unless they might have been. We just don't know if they were.
They weren't wearing their habit?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just asking.
I once did a show for Knights. This is Knights of Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman comes up to me and she goes, I just want to let you know that this is a religious organization. I go, oh, you got nothing to worry. She goes, no, but we're not prude. And everybody just did their acts.
I see. I like that.
Yeah, people just want to laugh and have fun.
Yeah. Like there was some risque stuff in that show a little bit.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm a Catholic, right? I'm a Catholic. So
me too.
I can say this.
I'm down with JC.
You know when they don't Christian audience, if they don't like
hypocrites, man.
Or if they like it and they laugh, it's a different kind of laugh. It's woo!
Woo! I'm gonna act shocked.
There was a lot of woos.
Like when our last guest Claudia's on, I hear that through her whole.
Oh
set.
Yeah. Woo! Shock and appall. But secretly, hilariously laughing. Right? They have to be like, "Oh, that is so inappropriate."
As a matter of fact, I'm curious to hear her too. What was the most embarrassing show you've ever done?
I think my first show with you.
Where was that? Me? I get it.
Thanks for getting there.
My ego is so high, I didn't even catch it.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Have you looked at your own?
That's actually a really good question because now I'm like really thinking like most embarrassing or awkward.
Didn't we have fun in the furniture store? Remember
the furniture store?
What was that?
That was Raymore and Flanagan. We did comedy in a furniture store
in the middle of
in the bedding department.
Yeah, bedding and like there was sofas.
When I acted, I actually was the evil Baron in a Child's production.
Yeah.
And that was probably the most embarrassing show I've ever did. Because they put the big top hat and the big mustache on me.
Right.
And then I had to like turn
completely
good at the
clashed
end.
With the cardigan.
Yeah, and exactly. And all the kids, when I walked up to them at
callback.
the end, they were all scared of me.
Oh,
I was like, I turned good, and they all ran away.
You scared the children.
That's my life. I'm like scared.
And you did the job.
Children.
Yeah.
Well, I think they gave me the role because of the Stanley Whiplash.
You know who's the evil villain in your movie who scared me? That Punjab.
Jeffrey Holder?
He was scary in that movie.
He wasn't a villain, though. He was a good guy. What was your most embarrassing show?
Yeah, what is it? Chippendales? When you were dancing?
You used to be a Chippendales dancer. I'm sorry, it was Chips Ahoy dancer.
That's a great.
I was going to say Chippendales, and I worked for Hooters.
Yeah, that's fine. So I don't know what's embarrassing. I know I've said things I shouldn't have said.
I've heard those stories.
You know,
but there's no place where you're like, I can't believe I'm doing comedy here.
Oh my God, are you kidding? I did a bar in Jersey, and they didn't even have a mic stand, so we stuck a broomstick in a flower pot. And then taped the microphone to the top of it.
Oh my God!
You know, it was like we were playing in Gilligan's Island.
That sounds like Little Rascals. Like, hey,
we're playing in Gilligan's Island. Yes, Little Rascals.
That's fine.
Oh my God!
But it's all kinds of sorts out.
Well, listen, it keeps you on your toes, right?
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes.
Keeps you on your toes.
I mean,
you know what you're.
Different place every night.
Yeah.
You
or a different place, every other month.
Well,
in my case,
Danny, it was so great having you on the show.
Great to have you, Danny.
I know it was a nice segue to get you off.
It is, but your time is up. Your time is
Well,
up.
just push me off.
Do we go to a quick break?
Bye.
Come right back.
sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
Scooch in as tight as you can.
Yeah. And we're back. Laughter Saves Lives live.
And we are jamming them in here, folks.
Yeah, these are special guests. There we go.
There we go.
And they're from Germany. And the gentleman who brought them here for us is Jerry. Nassau County.
Junior Firefighters Association. Jerry with the Nassau County Junior Firefighters Association.
Right. So, Jerry, tell us your story, and then we're going to introduce our guests for us.
In 2018, I was introduced to Marcel about starting an international exchange program for junior firefighters, bringing some junior firefighters here to America and us going over there and hopefully keeping it going after that.
Right.
So he had an interest. They contacted, people here in the States and said, who can we hook you up with that has a junior firefighter program that we can connect with? And I got a phone call. Next thing I know, I'm meeting Marcel in Manhattan. And that was in 2018. And we've made multiple trips back and forth since.
Isn't that amazing? And last time you were on, you brought two from New York.
Right.
Young ladies.
Two officers of the association who had gone on the trip.
And they went to Germany
in August.
And now we exchange back, and you guys are here.
Right. These
but
are the
you're
advisors.
Not the students.
Right.
You're the advisors.
They're bringing their kids. We're having meetings.
Right.
They're bringing their kids to our camp this July.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's fun. How your first time in New York or no?
No, it's I was several times here, and it's her third time in New York.
What do you
your
think?
First time? What do you think?
No, third.
Oh, third time. Oh.
So now, where do you stay when you're here? Sorry.
Oh, we stay in a fire station in Syosset, and so
that's a nice one.
They helped us out with the accommodation, so we are very thankful for this. Without the work all fire stations put into the exchange program, that will not work like this. So thank you for this to all fire stations.
Well, that's very nice. You think they could put you up in a hotel?
No,
we absolutely fine. It's
you have to see the place. When we travel, we get only high end.
We are in the. We're like a Motel 6 when we travel. Come on, you know that.
Comedians are the worst. We're treated absolutely the worst. It's like usually dumps.
So what have been some highlights of your visit this time?
We have a lot of meetings with firefighters from all of Nassau County, and we have a lot of program points. Today we were in the 9/11 Memorial and go up to the One World Trade Center. So this definitely are some highlights, but the most highlight is connecting with other firefighters from Nassau County.
Yeah, very moving, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. There was a special situation on Sunday. We went into the Nassau County Firefighter Museum. Which I absolutely love. And we made a talk with some people which were first responders and the ground zero.
Oh, wow.
And so this was really touching. I would say. This was great.
And what was your favorite part of being in town?
So I would say everything, because every time when I'm here, it's such a special for me. So it's my third time here now, and every time I see something new, and that's the point. So I love to come here and see every time new things, and that's.
Now, how long are you guys in town for? How long is?
We will stay here until next Saturday.
Oh, next Saturday.
We have to leave, unfortunately.
Now, do you set up a whole schedule for them every day, or
we basically like up to 2 to 3 months before they finalized that they were going to come?
Yeah,
we spoke on different things that that they wanted to do, and we jotted around some meetings, and we plugged different things in throughout the entire week. They got here last Saturday, and they'll be leaving this Saturday.
Yeah.
That is so. How is, or is it even different? What's different with firefighting in Germany versus
They're asked
here.
this all the
I'm
day,
sure
right?
they are, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So
in the United States, everything is a little bit bigger. So you have huge trucks, huge firehouses. Everything is bigger. The streets are bigger than in Germany. So in Germany, the most things are smaller.
Very narrow.
But otherwise, in Germany, a lot of things are very standardized. We can couple our houses together. Doesn't matter where you are in Germany, and our hydrants are underground mounted the mostly. So we carry our own hydrants. They were undergrounded.
Oh,
our
underground.
hydrants.
So you carry your own hydrant?
They carry the hydrants on the
We
trucks.
carry a special pipe,
And it plugs in.
and we plug it into the ground, and there's a special opening valve undergrounded.
How interesting is
Yeah.
that?
California could use that.
What about in the snow? Or is
In case of snow, it's a little bit
You have
difficult,
poles?
but it's so there are not really much accidents with it. So cars cannot hit the hydrants, and so there are a lot of advantages, but disadvantages too. For example, snow and leaves in the fall.
So, do you only go back and forth with Germany and America, or do you also hit other countries?
Right now, it's just with Germany. That's been our connection since 2018. But we intend on. We were actually one of the things we were talking about was just expanding out, and but we want to make sure that we're solid and we have a good program,
right?
Which we do. It works out great.
Fantastic program.
Yeah.
So now, as advisors, what is your role in Germany with the fire department?
We have to create juniors for our alarm groups. So this is a basic topic. We, like every fire station all over the world, we need new members, and the easiest way is to take them as childs and juniors and make a tight rope between there and the fire service, and so keep them growing and see how they develop to a great firefighter.
Wow, it's
Now,
fascinating.
In the States, we have like the FDNY, right? They're the paid firefighters, but here on the island, these are all volunteer firefighters. Is it like that in Germany?
Yeah, it's mostly the same. So it's depending a little bit. So firefighting activities in Germany are federal state organized by the laws and everything. So in my federal state, I'm coming from Lower Saxony. There's a law that cities with more than 100,000 people lived in, they have paid staff.
Oh.
But if you are below, you can have a paid staff, but it's not a must-have. And but all cities, all village, doesn't matter how small they are, they have volunteer firefighters and volunteer fire stations.
What would make in Germany someone young like yourself want to be a part of this fire department? Like on Long Island,
we have the racing, we have the,
yeah, they like to hang out a lot, and it's a place to be. Is it the same kind of theory? It's somewhere cool to be.
Yeah. So
it's very structured. Very structured.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I like. It has everything exactly throughout the entire country. It's exactly the same.
Right.
Same program, same way of doing things.
But different on Long Island.
Very different on Long Island.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, it's different. It's like Long Island is not just like Long Island. It's like that all over the country. Every department has their own way of doing things. They have their own structure. They have their own rules. Every department separate.
Interesting. Look at that. Yeah.
Now, how long have you been a part of the fire department?
Oh, I joined the fire department when I was 10 years old. So next year I have my 25 years anniversary in fire service.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
What about you?
So now I'm 21 and I'm also at the fire department since I was 10. So I started as a junior.
That's very,
wow.
How young do we start? We don't start that young, do we?
We start at the average age of the junior firefighter program starts at about 12.
Okay.
Yeah, and in Germany, we have the junior program, which is starting with 10 years in Lower Saxony. And we have a child program, which is really special. So the kids can start with 6 years. And so they become a junior, then they become a member of the alarm group. And this is a big benefit for growing the fire service. And more than 50% of our members in the juniors are coming from the kids groups actually. So this is a really cool thing.
They get them focused into the fire. You know, they're not going out of trucks and stuff, but they're getting familiar with the firehouse and everything. We're actually trying to start something like that on Long Island. So that's our next mission, to try to start that we kind of call the kinder program,
right?
To graduate them then into the program. So
of course the childs are not able to roll houses or extinguish fire with fire extinguishers, but you can make public safety, you can make first aid, how I can call the fire station in case of alarm. So basic things which bring them more familiar with the fire service, and then it's a step-by-step education program.
Right, preparing them for the future, right?
Now, are you a volunteer or are you?
We are both volunteers.
You're both. So what do you do as your job?
Oh, I work for the government as an officer there.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the same thing as you, but when I was a kid, I had a video game, and it was the fire truck with the back, and you drive it, and it would swing.
Tiller.
What?
It's Tiller.
Is that it?
Tiller, yeah.
I had so much fun with that. Same thing as what you guys do.
Unfortunately, we have this in Germany, and unfortunately, all the guys which stay here with us, all the advisors, we are total 14, want to see one of the tiller ladders. But I think
really?
They haven't.
It was
seen
a video game in like Nathan's.
So
I remember.
it's not available in Germany.
Yeah, I'm just being silly.
They have them in FDNY, and there are a couple here on Long Island that do have them.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about a real simulator.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was just talking about the one by Bally's.
Oh, I remember
the
that
machine. Yeah.
I remember that.
That's so much fun.
Oh my God, you're too much.
Well, what else do you want to tell us? You want to tell us anything before you go?
Yeah, of course. So as first, I want to say thank you that we can attend.
Oh, it's such an honor. I just wish John was here for you
Yeah,
guys.
he's very disappointed.
He asked so many questions.
But we heard you like presents, and we have a present for you.
There he is. He's in the shower. John, do you have anything you want to ask our guests?
I'm in the pool. I'm not naked. I'm in the pool.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, Marcel brought a present for you, John.
Oh, let me see.
I will accept it.
Well, fire station.
Oh,
what is it?
A patch, John.
A patch from their fire station.
Oh, shoot. I had some challenge coins. I don't think there's any in the bag, Richie. Look in the bag before you leave and see. Don't look now. Don't look now. At the end of the show.
Okay, look at.
We'll look at the end of the show.
And what we
Sorry, guys. I wish I could be there.
Hold on, John.
We want to say hello to Phil, which are not able to attend us, and hello to baby Jerry.
That's nice.
She's gonna love that.
John, any final thoughts for our guests you want to ask or talk to them about?
I'm good. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so
today.
much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Jerry, thank you.
We'll see you again.
You'll definitely see you again. Maybe we'll go to Germany.
Nice to meet you.
But nice meeting you. All right, we'll be right back.
back.
We have our comedian, Claudia Bonavita, next.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualify.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're back with Life Saves Lives Live.
And we have the very funny Claudia Bonavita with us to close out the show.
How you guys doing?
Claudia, how have you been? I see huge news.
No. First of all, you saw huge news standing there because I picked up my phone. I just got an email. I got into the Big Pine Comedy Festival in Arizona.
Wow.
Nice.
My husband's hearing this, but we're going to Arizona, honey. I'll be booking the flight.
That's
Isn't that
great.
Fantastic. So you people in Arizona can hear Rich Walker.
Yeah,
Rich
well,
Walker.
don't I say your name everywhere? I made him a promise when I took his class, which is Stand Up University in Belmore, Long Island at the brokerage.
You don't have to.
And when I took his class, I said, I'm not going to forget you. And everybody says that, everybody. And even in my movie at the end, there was a thank you. Yes, there was, you wackadoodle.
Wow.
It was on the credits. It's not in the docu-series. We had to speed it up. But
that's okay.
It was in the original movie, and
I
you got
remember
to see
I filmed
that.
the spot, and that was like cool.
And you were cut. Yeah,
I remember at the end it says, "And thank you to Rich Walker's eyelids."
Yes, his eyelids. Yes.
Now I'm going to be doing this forever. I'm going to be tomorrow in the bagel shop.
You know what's wacky is my husband was just talking about that tonight. He's like, I keep having to go like this. My eyes are sticking and sticking.
Yeah.
I don't even know
I'll tell him it might be covered, honey.
Yeah.
It's covered.
Yeah.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
It's whatever. It's covered.
We'll see. Night shift.
Yeah.
So
No,
tell us,
it's covered.
How are you doing? How was your day?
My day was insane.
Yeah.
Because I have to tell you, I'm done with all the young people in the world. I know I have a birthday next week, and I'm getting old, and it's a landmark birthday.
Oh.
And I have to tell you, listen, thank you. God bless you. When I turned 30, it was fine. When I turned 40, they said I was fabulous. When I turned 50, it was fun. And now that I'm 60, I'm sexy. To a 90-year-old.
Yeah.
But I'm having the hardest time with that. But the young people, I went to a bank.
Are you really?
No, I'm not kidding. I'm turning 60.
So yeah, but
I'll be 60.
think about your grandmother at 60.
No, I know.
You are not your grandmother.
The Golden Girls were in their 50s,
Yeah,
and to me,
that's
they
right.
look 70. But I went to a bank today.
Yeah.
I swear the teller couldn't be more than 14. I'm thinking, honey, don't you have gym class in like 10 minutes? What the hell? So I asked her for $100, all $10 bills.
Yeah.
Just 10, 20, 40, 60, 8. I go, whoa, you counting $10 bills. She starts again, 10, 20, 40, 60. By the fifth try, I said, honey, just Venmo me. Just Venmo the money, which is crazy, though, because she looked like the kind of girl who could count money off a stage.
Oh,
And
wow.
she did.
But she's just used to going like
Yeah,
this.
like
One,
this.
2, 3.
Make it rain, baby.
But you know what the problem is?
What?
I heard this week. The new Monopoly game does not come with money.
What?
Everyone gets a
It's
debit card.
It's electronic.
Yeah,
Yep.
everyone gets a debit card. This is why kids can't count money.
That's no fun.
You know the little jail space? It's going to come with a student loan. Like, what the hell? And to make it worse, I leave the bank. I go to a deli to get, my lunch.
Yeah.
So, again, another teenager sitting behind the counter. And I said, I want a ham and Swiss sandwich. Can you cut it in half? He says to me, how many halves? How many halves?
Right.
I just to make him confused, I paid him in quarters. And what
That
I
really
should
confused me,
right, what I
yes.
should have said to him is 2, one for you and one for your math tutor. right?
Seriously.
It's getting insane.
Yes.
We have a new family, young kids, and I swear if they're 30, they're a day. They have a brand new baby. You know the stupid stork they put on the lawn?
Yeah.
So they have the stork. They named the kid Lincoln.
Oh.
Yeah, and I know. And my friend has a grandson, Jefferson. They all have these presidential names.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I should give my husband a presidential nickname. And I was going to call him like Big Johnson. But then I thought, no, it's too on the nose. So I came up with, you know what I came up with?
That's very nice of you.
Poke. I thought that was a good one.
Yeah.
But I started thinking seriously, like, what's a name I would not name my kid?
Right.
And I'm thinking, like, what name wouldn't I name my kid? You know what I wouldn't name my kid? Marco. Because if I lost that kid in the grocery store, I'd go, Marco! And
Polo.
the whole store would say,
Polo.
Exactly. So that's the one name I wouldn't name my kid.
Yeah, you have to be very aware of the nicknames.
Oh, my husband was the worst because he grew up in Brooklyn Italian.
Yeah.
And I'd say, let's name the kid Nicholas. Nah, they call him Nick the... I go, what the heck? And he said a bad word, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, how about, Paul? He's only got one. I go, oh my God, John. Any name I gave him, he made fun of. I said, you must have been a horrible kid.
Yeah.
But he's like, they're going to call him that. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah, they are. They're terrible. Like my brother-in-law didn't want to name his daughter Grace, even though my sister won that battle because it was Grace.
Oh no! See, you can't say that to me.
Oh, Grace. That's amazing.
Sit on mine.
Rich didn't get that.
Rich didn't get it.
Christine.
No, I got it.
So sorry.
That everybody's middle name is Grace in an Italian family, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
It's Marie.
Oh,
Everybody's
Marie.
Marie. Lisa Marie.
Actually,
Anna Marie,
that's my confirmation
Antonia
name.
Marie.
My mother didn't give me Marie as my middle name, so I took it as my confirmation name.
See, I have Anne, which is everybody's, but I have an E. A-N-N-E.
Claudia Ann. What's the difference between A-N-N or A-N-N-E?
I don't know.
I didn't know if this...
Anne of Green Gables or
but
just
everybody
Anne?
has Anne.
And what is your middle name?
You could be Botcha Galoop, Anne.
My middle name is Lenore.
Lenore.
It's the feminine of Leonard after my grandfather.
At least your
And you're
name
not
doesn't
even
mean
Jewish.
lame.
I don't know.
Claudia in Latin means lame.
Really?
Lame. So at least I got Bonavita, which is good life. But
yeah,
lame.
Claudia is lame.
A lame good life.
Yeah, a lame good life. My first name should have said,
now
you're out of luck. Fat chance.
My middle name's Douglas.
Is it really?
Is it?
Richard Douglas.
After Douglas MacArthur.
Well, your name is
for real?
Long.
Yeah.
Your real name.
Funny thing is, I directed a show with my husband, and your son was in it. And he goes to fill out the paperwork, and I look at it and I go, "Who the hell is this? What's with that name?" And he's like, "That's my last name." And I'm like, "It's not Walker?" And he goes, "No." And I go, "Oh, I didn't know." John too. John goes, "How the hell do you even say that?" I go, "I don't know, just call the kid."
My father was different. He said, "No."
Yeah, right. Rich ain't my father.
So
the milkman's last name was Walken.
So that's good. So what else is going on? So how's John doing? We miss John.
He's doing well. He's doing well.
I heard
He's
he
getting
got really
out.
skinny.
He did. We both lost a lot of weight. We both had weight loss surgery. Right. And thank God I could now fit into my high school locker.
That's great. Do you still
it just got him though. He went.
Do you still eat only Splenda packets? You used to I remember.
No,
what was
we
that?
eat keto, and we've been doing it for 5 years. But it's
is that hard to do?
Not once you do it. And the problem right now is that because we're so strict on what we eat and when we eat and how we eat, I'm not hungry. I have to drive around with shakes in my car because otherwise, I forget to eat.
Unless they serve keto at Burger King, I'm not going.
Well, yeah, that's it. It's funny. And John and I, today, we were driving down Deer Park Avenue, and he goes, "Want to stop at Burger King?" And I'm like, "I know. Remember those days?" He's like, "Yeah, I do."
But you still didn't answer his question.
What's it? No, I know. Do you want to stop at Burger King? Yeah,
Did you?
No.
I did stop at McDonald's today.
Oh, I had McDonald's.
I was starving.
I can't tell you the last.
I just had a cheeseburger and fries and a Coke Zero, and it was the delight.
Wow.
It was the delight. Although an hour later, I was engaging in self-loathing.
Okay.
And hating myself for it because I know how bad it is for you. But I was like,
I hear you. I hear you.
Sometimes you just gotta
Sometimes you
throw caution to the wind.
You go to that White Castle and
No.
you repeat it for 3 days.
I was just gonna say I'd be dead.
No.
You'd find me passed
Remember
out.
going the day with White Castle? How good it was. You could even find an onion on your seat the next day.
Yeah, but
so
you were drunk when you were at White Castle back in the day.
It's
So
true.
everything's delicious when you're drunk.
Come on, how
Remember
many White
disco
Castles
fries?
could you eat at a time?
I'm always like 4 or 5.
Yeah, me too.
But
I could do
go
about
5.
4. I could in the day I could do 4.
But now I notice when I do sneak it every now and then, I can't sleep because
it's right there.
Regurgitating.
It just stays here. It never goes down to your stomach.
Yeah.
Although, do
It's
you
here
know
for
that
a
there
month.
is a thing that people were doing over the holidays, especially Thanksgiving? White Castle stuffing.
No, I can't hear it.
And
what's in it?
White Castle hamburgers.
It's the White
I guess. You
Castle
chop 'em up.
hamburgers.
You chop it up.
You chop it all up. You throw in your celery. You do whatever, and you bake it.
Yeah,
And
He's writing down the recipe.
everybody said it was. You would not even know it wasn't regular stuffing.
No.
I can't.
I bet it's delicious.
I bet it's
I
so
bet
good.
It's so good.
I
That's
might try it next
Stick
year.
of butter melted on top.
Yeah, I might try it next year.
That's like the people.
Breadcrumbs.
Well, people who substitute Captain Crunch for breadcrumbs. You
Yeah.
crush up the Captain Crunch and you roll the chicken in it.
Do you ever do the chicken cutlets in the crunched up potato chips?
Potato chips. I know, but I've heard of that.
No.
I used to do that
I've
for
heard
my
of that.
kids. Such
They
a good
do all
mom.
that stuff. Doritos, all that. It's great.
Yeah, no, not me.
Well, not at my age.
So I think, are we overtime? No, we're good, right?
Are we over?
All right.
All right.
We're
Well,
wrapping
but
it up.
Thank you, Claudia, for
Hey,
joining
no
us. Thanks to
problem.
all our guests, Danny Calabrese,
Say goodbye.
and Jerry and his gang. Thank you for joining us. And John LaRocchia, we'll be back next week.
See you next
Take
week.
care. Thank you much.